Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let us understood one more important concept, that is different prompting techniques. Before learning this, you might have a question that why do I need to learn these different types of prompting techniques? Let's say you are using a foundational model or AI model in your application. So during that case, whenever your clients are using that model, or whenever your clients are using your application and requesting for specific content, but they are getting inappropriate content, that is they are getting inaccurate content from this fine-tuned model or whatever the ML model that you are using. As a website maintainer, you need to take care of it, right? Yeah, you need to manage that and you need to provide them the correct response, high accurate response. Then how to do this? So for that, we have these prompting techniques. You can use any one of these. These are the latest, these are the mostly used prompting techniques. You can use any one of these based on your requirement, and you can able to overcome the issue of randomness in the output. To show you those different prompting techniques with real-time implementation lab, I opened this already available SageMaker. Now I want to create a new Python notebook file. So that's why I'm selecting this. Here I'll write code in order to show you those prompting techniques to get the response. Now you can see I have written some sample code. Here in this, I have just created a client for this Boto 3 runtime in this US East 1 region. And then I have connected, or you can say I have invoked that Boto 3 runtime with this invoke model function, and I'm specifying the model that I'm invoking, and I'm providing the input body. You can see under body I'm providing prompt in the form of JSON dumps. Then I'm getting the response and printing the result. You can see this prompt I defined here. Inside this input text, I provide a question. So let's ask a question, that is what is bedrock? So like that I want to ask the question. So since this is the question, I want to store it in one more variable, like in input, or input one variable. I want to store this question and then I want to ask this question. So that's why I'm providing input variable one. In this I am writing the question, that is what is bedrock. So let's run this. I'm just running this cell and let's see the response what we are getting. Currently I'm a AWS engineer, so what I'll expect, actually one of the AWS service related to bedrock. But what I'm getting, bedrock is a solid layer that forms the earth. That means it related to social studies. Do I need this? No. So basically, currently, if you see, I haven't provided any prompt as an extra to this question. Currently, I have not added any prompt body to this question. During this scenario, what I'm getting normal response. This, since we haven't provided any prompt here, we call this as zero-shot prompting. Here, directly we are getting response. Let's say if I want the correct response, then we need to, in zero-shot prompting, if we want the correct response, then we need to provide that particular question. That is, if I provide what is AWS Bedrock, then this model will understood we're asking about cloud related Bedrock. If I run this, then I obviously get the response related to AWS Bedrock service. You can see after a few, you can see AWS Bedrock is a new service that aims to simplify the use of foundational models. Yeah, so and so this regarding AWS cloud only. AWS cloud related service only. So now I'm getting the exact response what I'm expecting. But in real time, So now what I did in order to improve the response quality, that is a respect to response, I just provided the correct prompt, right? But in real time, in your application, your clients may ask such questions, but your model will provide inappropriate response. Let's say they asked the same thing. Let's say my clients are cloud engineers and they'll ask the questions regarding cloud. Let's say they asked the question that is what is bedrock. Now they are getting the answer related to social studies. Do this response is accepted by them? No. Now I want to provide some prompting technique, or I want to implement some prompting technique in this code so that it need to provide me the response related to cloud only. So for that, I'm just providing the prompt body. So like that, I'm creating one more variable, and here I'm writing some prompt. I'm just providing a single prompt. Let's say, let's implement a one-shot prompting. That is, we will provide a single prompt as input, and we will get the response based on that. Here, I'm telling like my visitors or my clients are cloud engineers. Now let's provide the question here. So for that, let's provide some format. Question. So at this question, I want to provide the question regarding, yeah. So whatever the prompt that user is providing, so that question I want to provide here. With the dot format method, I want to implement this. So here I want to provide the question that is what user is providing. Or else you can simply write F here and provide that inside this. That is whatever the prompt that you want to put. Now I want to provide this prompt body. I want to provide this prompt body as the input. So now what happens is this, I think there will be a syntax issues there. Okay, we have done the mistake. That is a, here we need to provide this, that is a this dictionary type data. So that is stored in prompt variable. So that's why I'm providing this. And input one, what is that? That is our question, right? So that I'm providing here. So whatever the input that is provided by the client, that is stored here. And this is the additional prompt that is added. This is the single sentence that is added additionally. And this I'm providing here as a prompt body. For prompt body, I'm providing this whole question. So whatever the user providing input, and additional to that input, I'm providing a single sentence before, that is this sentence. And simply that's it. I'm providing the same question to this, and let's run this and check our response. Yeah, you can see bedrock. So what response do we get? Bedrock is a distributed database that provides a strong consistency. Yeah, so on, so on, so on. So this is related to cloud-based bedrock, right? Yeah. Let's say if your users are related to AWS, then you can provide AWS here simply. Then you will get the response particularly related to AWS cloud. You can see Bedrock is a managed AWS offering, yeah, service and so on. Something is there. So this is a single shot prompting. Here you provided a single sentence as an input. If you observe zero shot prompting, there we haven't provided any prompt before the question. Whatever the user provided question, that we are directly providing to a model to get the response. But here in one shot prompting, we are providing a single sentence as prompt. In similar way, in few shot prompting, so I'll provide you a small, you can see this is the small body, that is here are two ways. Here we'll provide the question, that is here we'll provide, so whatever the user provided question, that will respond based on few sentences. Here we'll provide few sentences. Based on the few sentences, our user will got the response. Now you can read, here are two example ways to stay organized. So first one is use a planner. Second one is set reminders on your phone. Now I'm just running this. So what is the question that we provided? Now list two more strategies. So you can observe, first one, what do you get? Use a to-do list. Second one, what do you get? Create a schedule. So by using what these two responses we got these two responses based on the prompts, or you can say examples that we provided above. So this is the way in real time. You might have question and answers, like user A set this prompt, user B set this prompt, user A set this prompt again, user B set this prompt again. And so what is the expected prompt from user A, or what is the expected prompt from user B? So like that, for question and answers, this type of prompting, that is this few shot prompting, is highly recommended. Now we understood what is zero prompting technique. There we haven't provided any prompt. Directly user input we providing. So we also understood one shot prompting technique. We just provided a single sentence as a prompt there. And we also understood few shot prompting. Here we provided some sentences, few shots of prompts before the user input. Or you can say this particularly you can use in question and answer type scenario. Now let's say in real time, you might have some logic that is behind, there will be some scenes are there, that is some history of historical data is there for you, and you have a question and answer data as well based on that historical data. Now you are expecting an answer for another question, that is so such a type of you can see, you observe, for this type of complex relations, you can use COT, that is chain of thought, COT prompting technique, that is chain of thoughts prompting technique. So this is the chain of thoughts prompting technique example. You can see here I'm providing a question. So what question I am providing? The question here is, so now I'm providing the question as an input. The question is, so how many viewers can we expect on Saturday for the three channels? You can see we provided some history regarding Monday viewers, Tuesday viewers, and Wednesday viewers of our TV channel. And we have even provided a estimate regarding next Friday. Now we are asking the question regarding, so what is the Saturday's expectation? Question we provided. Now let's see the response, how we will get. Here you can observe we provided some history, and we have also provided some question and answer as a reference, and we have provided the question. You can see we got the response, right? Yes. So like this, if you have some historic data, and question and answer data, based on those two, if you want the response, then you can choose this COT prompting technique, that is chain of thoughts prompting technique. If you prompt in this way, your fine tuning LLM, then you can say that is a COT type prompting technique. So these are the most famous prompting techniques that we're gonna use in real time web applications in order to find in order to improve the response coming from our model using prompting techniques. I hope this video is useful to you. If you feel this video is useful, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching again. See you back in the next video with another interesting topic. Until then, bye bye, guys.